get into some shape. Hey, everybody, how are ya? That was the lamest opening I've done, I think, since the beginning of the show. The very, very first part, the little tag part, was bad, and then I came in and did this. I don't know. It's rusty. This is a middle of the week show, and I don't do a lot of middle of the week shows, although recently I've done a few of them. And I'll get back to doing one at the beginning, one at the end very soon. Very soon. But right now, they've kind of like met in the middle. But I got to quit doing that. I kind of had to do that for a little while, and I'm going to stop doing it. I hope you don't mind. I mean, it gives you a chance to kind of catch up on the episodes if that's something that you want to do to catch up on. You could do that. Catching up is not going to be this month, hardly. October is terrible. I got so much stuff to do. Crazy. I'm never going to be able to get it all done. That's the way October always is. But I'm kind of looking forward to it. It's almost all fall stuff. And I think I'm going to be doing some storytelling in October. I think. I haven't signed on the dotted line yet. But once I do, I promise I'll let you know when and where, if it's going to happen. And then you could come out maybe and take a listen to the stories. It's going to be fun. Sort of haunted kind of stuff. I think. Can't reveal because it's not been finalized yet. But yeah, it sounds like it might happen. Still like to do that. Don't do that much as a grown-up. I got a little cocktail today. Orange juice with grape juice and some grapefruit LaCroix, sparkling water in there, really good, and a tiny bit of fermented juniper juice. I don't know what it's gin. It's gin! But, feeling good. Need to have it, like it. It's good. I don't know. I like to say it's a good summer drink, but that little gin taste where it tastes like Christmas trees, I'm telling you, it's working for fall. Introducing some winter. I'm feeling Christmassy is what I'm trying to say. I don't know why I shouldn't be. It's too early to be Christmas. I don't know what I'm saying. It's too early to feel Christmassy, right? I was trying to take my glasses off and I got confused. I just got shot. That's my excuse. That's the excuse I will use. I just got shot. I went and got my COVID booster and the flu shot. And so let's see, four shots. Is that what that is? Four. I can't remember if it's 4 or 5 for COVID. I think it's going to be one of those things that every couple months they come out with a new and go, you got to do it. Got to do. I don't want to be conspiratorial, but I just feel like that's what's going to happen. They're going to do, and then we have to. What are you going to do? You have to get measles shots, right? I mean, you could not, but then who wants to get measles? Who wants to spread them? Who wants to get that going again? So why not? It's free. Somebody pays for it, but it's free. You just go, they stick something in your arm, and then you're, I don't know, they control your mind. Is that what they say you do? Something, people are controlling you. But I did that, and then I got the flu shot, which I've never done before. I always refused to get the flu shot. I always thought that was a stupid thing. And then last year I got the flu, and I was like, I don't ever want to get this again. So I started getting the flu shot, and I'm fine. If I don't get that again, holy crap, I'll take COVID, at least the COVIDs that I have, 6 times over the flu, which was terrible. That was awful. So I got the flu shot, and I'm okay. I got one in each arm, and I just felt, I was going to say my arms aren't sore, but I just felt the sore arm. And it's going to be interesting, a race to see which one. The sore slightly, I'm feeling slightly sore arm in the COVID arm. So right now, COVID, and that's nothing. The last COVID vaccine I got just killed me. It was terrible. My arm almost fell off. Seriously, almost fell off. Last night, my wife and I watched the finale of Only Murders in the Building. Are you watching this? Did you watch it? Did you watch it? Okay. Okay. Don't worry. I'm not going to do spoilers. But I was a little, so this is the first year I didn't guess it. Previous 2 years, I figured it out before the end. This year's, man, it's very well written. I think it's the best season so far. I think I've said that on the show. If you're not watching it, you don't know what I'm talking about, but just pretend like you do. No, it's good. If you get a chance, watch it. It's good acting. It's funny. It's just it's an adult comedy. I mean, it's not made for kids, but it's funny, great characters, it's good storyline, and this year some really good writing. I thought some really good writing, but my scenarios did not work out. I was convinced that I was convinced of a certain storyline, and I told my wife that was what's going to happen. I knew it. I knew it was going to happen, and it didn't. It didn't even come close. I totally missed it. She actually kind of got it this year. She sort of guessed it, and it's her first year. So congratulations to my wife for guessing the murder. It's 2023. We're guessing murders. That's what we do on True Crime in 2023. But it's a good show. It's a good show. They're already getting kicked off for the next season. I'm already looking forward to it. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good season. It's fun. I don't know. I didn't expect to like it as much as I do. So, but it's over now. Now we got to come up with some new things to watch, and I have no idea what I'm going to watch. I don't know. We got to pick a new show that we can watch. Kind of have fun. Like once a week, my wife and I, we get together and watch a show. It's sort of like the old days when I used to get together with my whole family and watch the Brady Bunch. Remember that when you were little, when you were 6 years old, the Brady Bunch. Y'all got together and watched it on the black and white TV. It was always like Brady Bunch followed by the Partridge Family in my house. That's what we did. I'm old. I know it. I'm old. Okay. Feeling pretty good in October. I've been out a couple of days. I just didn't die. It wasn't so hot. That's really starting to kick in. That it's fall. It's autumn, and I think in a week or two we got Pride Parade down here. That's fantastic. Can't wait for that. And then Halloween Parade at Little Five here. If you're close by for either of those parades, do it. Bring the family. Pride Parade's a little more family friendly than the Halloween Parade. Maybe do something else with the kids for the Halloween Parade, but definitely come down if you're grown up and you don't mind people indulging in substances in public and wearing different degrees of clothing coverages. Just come on down. It's fun. It's fun. It's a great parade, and I like it. All right. What else are we going to do? Let me tell you the listener line. You know, I do have a listener line. 678-348-0008, which is here for you to contact me. This show's a little laid back today, and I'm sorry. Sometimes they are. I was going to say I'm not going to apologize, but I just apologized. So it is a little laid back, a little scattered. I have several things that I wanted to talk about. And trying to work them all in. But that's the listener line. And I've got the listener line. You call that number, 678-348-0008, and then you can leave your opinion on anything I talk about or anything I don't talk about. Just leave your opinion. Talk about what you're doing this year for fall, for Christmas. What do you want for Christmas? I don't care. I'm like Santa. Come sit on my lap. Tell me what you want by calling the number. It's like digital lap. I should actually call that the digital lap line. Now I am. It's the digital lap line. Tell Santa what you want. Oh my gosh. Why didn't I call it that from the very beginning? Digital lap line. Okay. But yeah, and then you can also text that same number if you don't want to leave a voice. Like if you're in the witness protection plan, nobody can hear your voice, and you don't have one of those things where they, that's what they sound like. Well, that was more like Charlie Brown's teacher, but it's just like, and then he killed me, and how could he kill me? I don't know what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about, the disguise of voice. Sometimes it's like really high. I think they probably did a test and decided that no one wanted to hear somebody talking about a crime saying, and then she killed me. Nobody wants to hear that because everybody's laughing. And again, I said, killed me. Why would they do that? And so it's better to talk like Satan, right? Holy crap. I haven't been drinking too much of this gin. I just started. So it might seem like it. It's not. I'm not affected one at all. I could drive anywhere right now. I'm driving you crazy, right? All right. I forgot why now I was even talking about this guy. Oh, the listener line. Oh, now listen, here's the thing. You can text that line, the same number, 678-348-0008. You can also send me an email, rick@apocalyptic.com, or join me on Facebook. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Threads. Just follow us. Is that it? Did I talk about everything? I did. That's the communication. I do like it when you communicate. See, I'm convinced that I'm sitting here by myself just talking on the mic. I know this is true. That sometimes I'll get a message from someone and I'm like, oh, one person's listening. But rarely. It's rare. I think no one's listening to the show, right? What I should do is somewhere I should leave like $15,000-$20,000 in a bag somewhere, and then I should talk about that on the show, and I should reveal where it is, and then we'll see how long it takes somebody to find it. Because I'm convinced no one would pick it up. No one would get it. I want to say this now. Here, I've said this before. This is my test. I've always said that the very first sign that you're getting old is you criticize the music. It happens all the time. It happened to my generation after me. There's probably like 4 or 5 more generations after that. It's happening to the Gen Xers, Gen Y, I think, probably starting to do that. I forget the gens. I don't know them all. I know some of them, but I can't remember where the cutoffs are. But I think they're already complaining about the music. And that's what happens because new music comes in you don't understand. Like for me, it was kind of rap, I think. Rap... Well, we listened to rap in when I was in high school. So I believe when they were high school, maybe college. Well, it was Sugar Hill Gang's. Was it Rapper's Delight? Something like that. With a hip hop, hippie to the hip hop, you don't stop rocking. See, I'm white and I can't rap. At least not well. I'm not like Eminem. Eminem is a good white rapper. I am the opposite of Eminem. I'm like D&D. That's all right. That's Dungeons and Dragons. What am I talking about? I'm not. See, I can't even do that. I can't even come up with a nickname for myself. Anyway, I was listening to rap, and then I can remember in the 80s, maybe in the 90s, when rap just took off. Then everybody had to have a little rap breakdown. So just like all of a sudden, right in the middle of his song, Kenny Loggins is breaking into a rap song. Everybody was, I don't know why, it didn't even make sense. It didn't matter who it was. It was like suddenly they're doing rap. And at the time, I think I was listening to a lot of Christian music, a lot of Christian rock. I was that guy. I was into that. And all these Christian artists would just suddenly start rapping about Jesus right in the middle of their song, do a little Jesus rap. And everybody kind of did that. But I feel like that when rap got serious, and when I say serious, I mean like, now I'm not going to be able to come up with the groups. I almost said, because I didn't follow them. My wife is into them. It's like 10 years under me, and I know them so well. But right now, I've got a blank. Ice Cube was in one of the groups. Dang it, Eazy-E was in one. And who am I thinking of? Dang it. I don't normally have these kind of brain. Right before the Public Enemy. Dang it, that's who I was trying to think of. Public Enemy, when those the rap groups like that, when they were like really dealing with serious subjects, street subjects, and a lot of people, I think it got packaged as being called gangster rap, which I think is really funny because I never heard that word or that label used anytime other than white people saying, well, now I just don't like the gangster rap. When they were telling you what songs, what kind of music they didn't like. Because I didn't like, at the time I was not into country music. And I would be like, I don't like country and I don't like the gangster rap. So that was the only time you ever heard the word gangster rap. I never heard it from anybody else. It's just something that white people would say to say, I don't like that style of music. And it just really made you sound uncool. But now rap has just become very, very multifaceted. It's very deep, and rap doesn't even hardly make sense anymore. It's, and I don't mean the genre, I just mean the word rap, because you have rap everything in rock music. There's rap. I've heard rap jazz. It's just rap is what? What does it mean? It's just the way the music is now. Music's changed, but I think it kind of flushed out my generation. My generation was just like, well, we don't understand the gangster rap. And then I don't know what the cutoff. See, I'm early Gen X, really, really, really late boomer. I don't identify boomer. You know this. I'm not going to go into it again. But I don't know I don't know the style of music. I think it was Justin Bieber that made the Gen Xers say, I don't get it. Because I just remember when Bieber came out and everybody suddenly, Justin Bieber was like, in my generation, it was Donny Osmond. All right. Donny Osmond was one that the guy, and maybe like Leif Garrett. So but Garrett was more of just an idol. He wasn't really a serious pop star like Donny Osmond was, but that was kind of like the girls went crazy and the guys were like, Donny Osmond, what? That's what everybody was like. Justin Bieber. The girls were going crazy and the guys were just like, Justin Bieber. What do you mean? Well, I think that divided. That's the line where Gen X kind of left music. And then I don't know. After that, I stopped following music. But here's the reason why I'm saying this whole thing. I have discovered. So I like to do this. I get on whatever streaming service is. It doesn't matter. Spotify. I'm on Apple Music. I like Apple Music. So I have a subscription. I can listen to almost anything I want. And what's really fun is to just don't, even if it doesn't matter if you know the groups, it doesn't, just listen to new stuff. Find the new genre and just put it on and listen. You can fast forward if it doesn't do it. But what you're going to find is you're going to find out there's actually some really, really good music that's coming out right now. Because I feel like a lot of my generation, we're the old fogies now, and we like to be like, music's not like it used to be. No one's doing Journey anymore. That was a band, Journey. Oh, Zeppelin and Journey? Yeah, where are those groups? Okay, yeah, they don't exist. And maybe they weren't that great in the first place. Okay, have you thought of that? Well, you probably haven't, but a lot of other people have. I think that if you just listen to different styles of music, you'll find that there's some incredible stuff. I keep finding it like almost daily. I'll find new music that I didn't even know was out there. Sometimes it's by bands that have been going for 10 years or more. And I'm just now finding out about them. And I'm just like, holy crap, this is incredible. I thought new music was dead. I thought good music was dead. No, still going. It's just, I was dead. I wasn't even looking for it. So I just think that if you're interested in new stuff, if you want to open your mind, listen to new music, do that. Get out there. I'm challenging you to do that. You'll find that there's some really, really good bands out there. Just listen to different styles. Sometimes I'll put on I will listen to all gangsta rap. I'll listen to all music. I don't care. I'll just put it on there because it's like I don't like this kind of music. But if I don't like it, I'm never gonna know what it sounds like. I don't know what it's about. So I need to listen to it in order to know if I don't like it. It's just like every once in a while, I have to eat sweet potatoes to remind myself that I don't like them. And the same thing with other foods. You try, it's like, oh yeah, I still don't like it. And you can do that with music. You could listen to it and go, this is not for me. But every once in a while, you'll find something. Like I remember when I listened to Nas, rapper Nas. Man, his stuff's incredible. And I can listen to it. And I listened to, I think, Snoop Dogg's last album. It cracked me up. It wasn't my favorite, but it wasn't bad. So sometimes it's just listening to things that you're just not used to. I'll listen to country. I don't care. And then I'll find some music I didn't think I would ever like that. I learned to like bluegrass that way. I used to hate it. Just put on some stuff you'd never listen to. Listen to it all the way through. You don't have to listen to it again. You don't have to say you're a fan of it, but listen to it. See what they're doing. Remind yourself why you hate it. That's why you're listening to this podcast, to remind yourself why you hate it, right? Do it with music. Okay. That's all I'm going to say about the music stuff. I was listening. Okay, here's a weird thing. I thinking about this. I have to be really careful at this point because I want to talk about something with you. But I don't want it to come off as me being overly critical. There's some criticism involved in it. But I understand that this is stuff that's very important to people. All right? So I don't want to put it down too much. But in essence, what I'm thinking of is fame. All right? I don't mean the musical. I don't mean the TV show. I don't mean the movie. Just fame. Being famous. There's a lot of people, it just seems like that's a thing. And it's usually just a phase that people go through in their life. But some people never get off of it. Some people always are trying for fame. They're trying to be famous. I can remember when I was young, probably in my 20s, that was something I was really interested in. I wanted to be famous. But I wanted to get into stand-up comedy. I wanted to be a comedian, and I wanted to be a famous comedian. I wanted to just be a regular club comedian. I wanted to have a certain level of fame. And I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's because I just saw that as a measure of success. But I just felt like it needed to happen. I wanted to be on TV. I wanted to have my own show. I wanted all of that stuff. Nowadays, it doesn't interest me at all. I don't care at all. If the devil came to me and made a deal, and by the way, that's the only way I would get a famous deal. If the devil came to me and made a deal, I would turn it down. I don't want it. I would like this podcast, maybe, to have a little more recognition, a little more. But I don't want thousands and hundreds of thousands of downloads a month. I don't want that. No, that wouldn't be fun. The closest thing that I've had, at least for a while, to fame was when I did the Year in a Kilt. I had a lot of people following me and people noticing me and recognizing me in public. And that got creepy after a while. Because, you know, people watching you from a distance, they're like, I know who you are. I'm like, oh, no. I didn't like it. That's one of the reasons why I just said, no more. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be kilt guy. I don't want to be public kilt guy. I'm in a restaurant eating with my wife and somebody sees the kilt. They know who I am. Or if they don't see the kilt and they come up and say, why aren't you wearing the kilt? They know who I am. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be known. I don't mind being recognized just for doing things that I like to do. Somebody like, oh, I saw that thing you did. That was kind of cool. Or, oh, you're the podcast guy. I like that. I like that podcast. I hate that podcast. Whatever. I don't mind being recognized for those things. But I wouldn't want to be like, who would want to be A-list celebrity level famous. Now, I guess some people say like, oh, I would like that kind of money. I understand that. But the headache of you have to hire bodyguards, people following you into the bathroom, trying to take a picture of you with the pants down so that they can put it online. Crazy people thinking they're married to you or thinking that, their wife is in love with you. So they got to go out and try to kill you because, dang, I mean, it just never stops. You're involved in other people's lives, even though you're not. You are. People feel like they know you. And you can't go anywhere without people stopping and wanting your autograph, get a picture, or you can't walk down the street. I don't think that level of fame would even be fun. I was reading comments on somebody's, like a band person's Facebook, I believe it was, and the stuff that people were saying, it's mean stuff. I used to think that stuff was fake, but I couldn't even believe it. It's real. I wouldn't want that level of fame. And I was thinking this because there's an app, and maybe you know this app. It's called Cameo. First time I saw it, I couldn't really understand why it existed. But originally when I saw it, basically what it is, let me explain. There are celebrities who are involved in Cameo, and you can pay them to make special customized videos for you. So if you have a birthday party, and I know somebody who had a birthday party and they got Meatloaf. Now this was before Meatloaf was dead. I don't think Meatloaf does videos now that he's dead. I don't know. I can't say for sure, but I don't think he does. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know who all does it, but you could just get on there and get a celebrity to do a video. I think I saw where somebody from the Love Boat, the bartender, Isaac from the Love Boat is on it, I think. I think he is, something like that. So it's kind of fun because you could get a celebrity to say happy birthday to a friend. And the thing that really surprised me is you don't have to pay like $35 for it. So it's like these celebrities are doing this just for, $20 or $25, $30. I feel like it's a little demeaning. And this is where it starts becoming a little judgmental because I don't know, is it worth it? Does it start seeming sad to you that that celebrities are doing this, are pandering? They're making these videos for $20, $25. So I got on, you could look it up. It's on, I think, cameo.com maybe. They literally have hundreds of celebrities. Now, I use the word celebrities with quotation marks because I would say 95% of these people I have never heard before in my life. I don't know who they are. There's a lot of YouTube celebrities, a lot of reality show celebrities, and they're on there. I don't know why people would hire a lot of comics, new comics just starting out, comics in clubs, comics I don't know anything about. And that's why I don't feel like I should criticize too much because some of these people, they may have a lot of big audience. I don't know. But it just seems like it's just a collection of unknown people, wannabe people trying so hard to be famous. And when you look, so let me just say, here's an example. Kenny G jazz player, all right? Saxophone guy, makes dentist office music, but he also makes cameo videos. And if you want him to make a cameo video, $10,000. Kenny G will do a cameo video for you for $10,000. Now, there's just regular comics that you've never heard of who will do a video for like $15. $15. Is it worth even putting that video together? I don't know. If you get 40 requests a day, maybe it is. I just don't know. But after a while, when I start going through it and look, and you see people, you're like, oh yeah, I remember her from that 80s show. Yeah, okay. And there's some people who are still famous. They're kind of, comedians that are somewhat well known. And just, that they're on there doing videos. I don't know. It just made me sad. I just feel like that. Is it worth? Do you need fame that bad, or is it just you just don't want to get a job at the grocery store? And I understand. I don't either. But well, I don't know. How important is it to be famous? How important is it to stay famous? Fame is a weird thing. I follow a few people on my social media who like some bands who were my favorite bands back in the 80s. And now their career's pretty much over. They still play music, but they're not in front of big crowds. They had their moment of glory. They did their albums, they did their stuff, and they're settled a little bit. And now, in some ways, they're my friends on Facebook. We talk to each other. They like something if I post it. I'll get a like from this person. I mean, like, that's the person that I went crazy for in the 80s of this band, the lead singer of this band. And now he's liking my Facebook stuff. How crazy is that? Fame is like kind of changed, you know? It's like if you live in a big city like Atlanta, there are famous people coming in and out. You could walk down, famous people live here. Nashville, famous people, musicians, whatever, actors. You could walk down the street in Nashville and see Nicole Kidman, you know? And I guess people go crazy over that. It's like, oh, there's nothing to do. It's usually maybe, I guess, tourists. But after a while, it just seems like fame just starts kind of dying. And the people just sort of become regular people. They're just like you. It's like, oh, this is normal. They always were normal and regular. But fame kind of died, kind of went away. But there are still people who just really push for that, try to get the fame. More power to them. I hope they get it. I hope it's important. I don't want it. I don't know why someone would want it. I would just say rethink it. Maybe you should rethink being famous. Sometimes you need to be famous in order to further your career. If you're in a job that needs to have public feedback a lot, whether you're a on a TV star or a movie star, possibly an artist. You need a certain amount of fame with that, I think. It doesn't help so much if you're in banking, though. You know, you don't need fame quite as much. But it's sort of what's going on with like Instagram, the influencers, you know, did I say that right? Influencers. Influencers are the people with the flu. I won't be that person this year because I had the vaccine, but influencers, I can't even say the word today. Influencers. That's right. If I had a stroke, did I have a stroke before I went on the air? I need to get a doctor in here and have that checked on. Influencers are just famous people, or people trying to get famous. And if you go on Cameo. Go on Cameo and look at YouTube celebrities and tell me if you recognize more than 2% of the entire group of people. I don't know. I don't know where they come from. I don't know why you would pay somebody $50. Maybe they got the crowd. Maybe they do. They just might. But yeah, it concerns me. And then I've noticed that there are a lot of social media, like Facebook is one of these, that try to throttle your fame. They don't want you to become, they want to be the controllers of the fame. They don't want you to become too famous. When I first started my Kilt page, man, I would post something and immediately like 2, 3, 4, 500 people would respond. They would like it. And then it'd go up to 1,000. That's how I first got known on Facebook. So I had posted something like 10,000 people liked it. It just kept going up, 20, whatever. You can't get 20,000 likes on Facebook anymore. They want to charge you for that. As soon as they find out that you're getting people on there, they'll pull you back. They want you to pay for it. They want you to pay for ads. They want you to pay for connections. They want to pay that you cannot put something out that everybody's going to see. Even if you're a normal, regular person and you post on your Facebook, they don't show it to all your friends immediately. They wait a while. And if you don't fit the algorithm, they may not show it to hardly anybody. So it's like they're throttling your fame. If I'm posting art, if I'm posting any kind of thing on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, it gets pulled back. They want me to buy that stuff. They want me to buy the recognition, to buy the fame. I don't do that. I don't do it anymore. Used to. I had This Epic Disaster podcast. God, spent so much money on advertising. I don't think it made that much difference. I don't have a huge audience with this podcast, but I haven't really worked on getting it. I don't buy ads. I don't promote anything. I just put stuff out there. People see it and they like it. Fine. They can tell their friends. I'd like for you to help me. I'd like for you to post to your friends. I would like for you to tell people about the podcast. Maybe not this episode. Maybe keep this episode a secret. I don't know what happened. This is why I waited till today. I'm just in a weird mood this week. It's a crazy week. I'm going to try to do another show tomorrow. If not tomorrow, Friday. Put some stuff together. Kind of an apology show for this one. Just to kind of to let you know I can do a decent show. I think. Have I lost the ability to do that? I don't know. But sometimes you're just in a mood. I'm in a mood today. I hope I didn't freak you out too much today. I'm feeling good. I really am. It might be. It's probably the flu vaccine. Oh no! It's the flu vaccine. All right. The digital lap line is open. Give me a call.